The world government doesn't fear Luffy because he's strong. They fear him because he changes the world without trying to rule it. And that fear isn't new. It's the same fear they felt 800 years ago when a man known as Joy Boy existed. Joy Boy was never a king. He didn't sit on a throne. He didn't command nations or armies. Yet the entire world was reshaped because of him. That tells us something important. Joy Boy didn't control people. People followed him willingly. And that kind of influence is more dangerous than any weapon. The world government has erased islands, races, and entire centuries of history. But Joy Boy was treated differently. They didn't just defeat him. They erased the idea of him. Because Joy Boy represented a world without centralized control. A world where people lived freely, without gods deciding their fate. A world like that makes the world government unnecessary. So they buried Joy Boy and rewrote history. The ancient kingdom wasn't powerful just because of technology. It was powerful because of belief. People lived without fear of authority, without celestial rulers, without forced obedience. Joy Boy wasn't their ruler. He was proof that such a world could exist. That's why the Void Century is missing. Not because it failed, but because it worked. And now Luffy is triggering that same fear. Luffy doesn't conquer islands. He liberates them. He doesn't replace tyrants. He removes them and walks away. Everywhere Luffy goes, a ruler falls. People wake up. Systems collapse. That's exactly what Joy Boy did. Ancient beings don't react to Luffy because of who he is. They react because of what he represents. The same will, the same defiance, the same laughter in the face of authority. The world government can handle pirates. They can handle emperors. They can even handle revolutions. What they cannot handle is an idea that spreads naturally. Joy Boy didn't start rebellions. He inspired them. And inspiration cannot be executed. That's why Luffy is more dangerous than any Yonko. Emu doesn't rule through power. Emu rules through silence. By deciding what the world remembers and what it forgets. Joy Boy is the one name that breaks that silence. His existence proves the world once lived without Emu. And if it happened once, it can happen again. The final conflict won't be about treasure. It will be about freedom versus control. Truth versus erased history. Will versus authority. And Luffy stands at the center of it, not as a ruler, but as proof. Joy Boy was never meant to rule the world. He was meant to show that it didn't need rulers. And that is the truth the world government fears the most.